Good evening, everyone. It is I, your man Nipun Sharma, and I am back with another video. These are the player ratings for Saturday's victory against Leeds United. And I'll be very honest with you guys. I was a bit scared in the opening minutes of the game. Patrick Bamford, one of our former players, scored the opening goal after a horrendous mistake from Kurt Zouma. And he went around the goalkeeper Mendy, and there it goes, 1-0. But the moment we went down, we started to fight back. Giroud showing us yet again why he should start ahead of Tammy Abraham. And again showing why he is our best backup striker. Yeah. That's pretty much it. And Zouma made amends for that error that led to Patrick Bamford's goal by scoring his own and putting ourselves in the lead. And then Captain America sealed all 3 points for us by scoring our third in added time. Now, with all that being said, let's move on to the player ratings. So starting off, in the back of the sticks, Edouard Mendy. Now, a lot of people are giving him stick, but let's be honest, he couldn't have saved that. No goalkeeper would have saved Bamford's goal. And he was a bit hesitant for those opening minutes, but for the rest of the 80 plus minutes he played, he was very good. So for that, I am going to give him a 7. So, moving on to the right back, Reece James. He is, I don't know who to give man of the match to. There were so many good performances out there, but he is definitely a contender for man of the match. A beautiful cross that led to Olivier Giroud's leveller. But yeah, he was initially caught out of position, but he proved quite dependable. So yeah, I am going to give Reece James an 8. Kurt Zouma. I'll be honest, I was fuming when he made that error that led to the opening goal. I was actually really cross. But he made amends in the second half by putting our team in the lead. By one of his trademark headers, too. So for that, I am going to give Kurt Zouma a 7.5. Ben Chilwell was okay going forward. and he had a header saved just before half time. He was a bit shaky, but had some really good moments from the opposite flank. He gets a 6.7. Moving on to the midfield. Sorry. N'Golo Conte. Now he was outpossessed quite early, but managed to read every pattern of play the opposition midfield was doing, and he ended up pretty much dominating the midfield towards the end of the game, pretty much for the most of the game as well, if I'm quite honest. So yeah, he gets an 8.5 out of 10. Now, Kai Havertz. People are giving him so much stick. Look, he is still new to the country. He's new to the league. Give him time. Give him at least 6 months before you make a decision. But yeah, it was a slow start for the German international. And he was really close to putting us in the lead in the second half by winning a corner earlier on. So yeah, and he was bought off, and I believe he was bought off in the middle of the second half, and I believe he was subbed off, and Kovacic was brought on in his place. But still, he will improve. But for today's performance, I'm going to give him a 6. Now, the final midfielder, Mason Mount. He is actually undroppable now. I see why Frank Lampard plays him so much. He provided, well, would you call it an assist? I would. The corner kick assist that led to Kurt Zouma's goal. And he also had his own shot cleared off by a Leeds player. Forward play was also good, and he pressed quite well in midfield and provided a through ball to Timo Werner, who eventually ended up assisting Captain America's goal. So for that, I will give Mason Mount a 9. Now, Hakim Ziyech. He nearly put us in the lead within the first minute of the game. But just before the stroke of half time, he came off with an injury, and I really hope it's not a bad one. But for yesterday's performance, he wasn't on long enough, so I'm gonna give him a 5. Olivier Giroud. Exactly why that performance tonight justified why he should start why he should start more games for Chelsea Football Club. And a little stat I was reading a few minutes ago is that he has become the first Chelsea player to score 6 consecutive league starts since Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank back in 2001. Great hold-up play too, and he scored the leveller after we got put 1 goal behind. My rating for him, a 9.5 out of 10. I just hope he starts the game against Everton, and I hope he's rested against our final group game, UCL group game against Krasnodar. Just basically just put the kids out, but more on that in the next video. Yeah, which is basically... Yeah, I'll speak more about the Krasnodar game in the next video. So yeah, he needs to rest for Krasnodar, give the kids a go, and he needs to start versus Everton next Saturday. Now, moving on to the final forward, Timo Werner. Right, he failed to equalise from a close range, somehow getting his feet messed up, rather than putting the ball in the back of the net, ended up clearing Giroud's header. But he hit the bar, but he did try. Hit the bar and the back post a couple of times, and had his goals saved by the Leeds goalkeeper. A few goals saved. Yeah, a few attempts saved by the Leeds goalkeeper. But credit where credit is due. He provided the assist for Christian Pulisic's goal in the last few minutes of the game. That was an excellent assist, by the way. And yes, he will break his goal drought. Don't worry about that. You guys don't need to give Timo Werner the stick he gets. So for that for trying and then assisting Christian Pulisic's goal, he gets a 7. And from this video onwards, I am going to give the manager's rating as well. Lampard, he gets an 8 out of 10. Should have started Kovacic instead of Havertz, but that's about it. Other than that, yeah, he gets an 8 out of 10 from me. So, those are the end. That is the end of the player ratings for this video. My next video will be the preview to the Krasnodar game. So, with all that being said, I have been with all that being said, I have been Nipun Sharma. You have been a wonderful audience. Social media is in the description below. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications if you haven't already, so that you never miss a new video. And I shall see you guys in the next video. This is Nipun Sharma signing off. Take care of yourselves and up the Chels. Peace.